Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to gloriously watch. That was for you guys. That's all the love I have for you. No. Alright, so my brother made a valid point in one of his videos. He was, of course, addressing drama or something, I don't know. And he said that I never showed off my Sega CD collection yet. And that's very true because I was trying to keep, to the pace of time frame of what each of these consoles were released on. But due to the fact that, might as well just get them out of the way and, plus we'll just show them off. Now, a group of these games, the majority of these were in fact given to me by my brother. Because I think on my Sega CD, I don't think yet I actually bought a game for myself yet for the console. It's actually kind of funny. So I actually have to get that out of the way, I suppose. But I did manage to buy the Sega CD. It was the second model. I'll have to show you guys. You guys do not newcomers to my channel, which I thank you guys all again for coming on here. Is in fact the Sega Model 2, which is the better one out of the big boxy one. Which the big box one has a lot of problems with it technically. I ain't gonna go over why. It's like I don't want to dig all the information out. It's like, oh, hell with it. But alright, first thing that comes in this is the Three Ninjas Kickback with Hook. This was a compilation package which actually comes with 2 books separately for the game. So you don't have was one big thick book explaining everything, which I think that would have been smarter and saved them a lot of money. But I guess they must have had some extra copies laying around, part due to the fact neither one of these sold very well for the Sega CD. But that's from Sony Pictures or Sony Soft, which is pretty well known. These are one of my favorite games some of my favorite games out of the Sega series, but sadly this game does not work. By the way, that one right there my brother gave me, this one as well. Matter of fact, all these games you see right here before me is one my brother gave me. This one, of course, sadly the CD does not play past a certain point in the game, so I'll get to a point and the game will just end. Like it literally would just end, which is a shame because I really do enjoy this game. It's Puggy, or Pugsy. Now, the Sega CD version has, a couple more bosses than the Sega Genesis version due to megabit space. So, sadly, I did like this game, like this version of the game. I just do not have a disc that works. I have to probably look one up online and replace it because sadly this case has been through hell and high water. I know in fact my brother got this. It wasn't him that did it. It was probably the seller who did this and just gave it to Sean, and yeah. But overall, this game is really good. It's just sad that the disc is not in good shape. Otherwise, I'd be probably beating the game by now. But again, it's a pretty awesome game. Thought that counts every time. Heimdall, which was I originally had this for the PC back in the day. My dad used to have it, and it was a pretty good game. It was sort of like a Diablo meets what's the game? I'll have to think up the game after, but it was based off some of those, oh, wait a minute, it was that wizard game there from the Nintendo, not the Genesis. If you guys can remember the Nintendo game that's related to the Genesis game that's related to this, let me know. It had like a wizard in it. I just can't remember the name of the game right now, it just escaped me. But this was really an innovative game, and when you play this game, if you can emulate it or you have it in your collection, never touched it, definitely check this out. Heimdall is actually a pretty darn good game in itself. Even for the Sega CD version, it's actually pretty good. It's like a lot of challenges, a lot of puzzles in this game. Worth definitely checking out. Next game here, which I can do some footage for after, like some better footage, is in fact Lethal Enforcers. Or Lethal Enforcers Gunfighters, which is, put this way, this is actually a pretty darn good game. This is released by Konami, which is by all Lethal Forces, and this is a good game. I just need the justifier to even play the game, because you can play it with the Genesis controller and it's just as fine. It's just, I really want to use the Enforcer with this game. It's like, it just feels better with a gun. So this is one of the selling points for some of the justifier guns, of course, so that's, yeah. Okay, next game I got here, which is a Sega CD Sega 32X compilation, which, if you had the 32X, you can actually play this. Which I don't understand why they did this. Which is, was you're supposed to have the Sega 32X on the system as well, and it was two versions. It was the Sega 32X, and it was the Sega CD version. Now, I don't understand why they did that. I mean, I'm not a humongous fan of these type of games. I mean, it's still an interesting collection piece that you have like a Sega 32X CD game, because those were just like, what the hell? I mean, you basically put your console in life support, and you just... You're probably going to have a video of that after someone going, I don't understand why people call it life support. Nah, I'm just kidding. But it's really an interesting game. I mean, I played this through once. You have to, like, the objective is you're supposed to take these certain routes and everything, and it's an interesting game. I mean, it's just what it is. It's one of those many Sega True Video line games that released, and it was the series never caught on. A lot of people are hardcore diehard about it. I just can't get into it. I'm not into the interactive movie stuff. It just doesn't do it for me. As well as, you know, side-scrolling games and shooter games and all that. I'm more into RPG, like Diablo, and so that's why Hamdal attracts me a lot too. So this game right here, my brother, of course. All these are ones my brother gave to me. So next one out of the True Video production line, which is really a very popular series in the Japanese market, was the Mast Writer. Now, I bet you Luke Morris knows about this one in Japan a little bit. It's quite an interesting game. I mean, it has all these interactive aspects to it. You gotta literally be on top of the game or you're gonna die. I mean, it's actually kind of funny, some of the acting in this game. You're playing it and you just see these really bad actors just go, oh, you know, just... I mean, above all else, the costume design and everything in this game is actually pretty cool. I do like the costume design. I mean, and the funny part of it is, too, that they actually feature Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which, by Frank, do not even buy the Sega CD version of that game. It's really bad. I would just say you're better off playing um, playing the Sega Genesis version or the Super Nintendo version over this one. Just keep away from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Sega CD. It's just not what you would think it would be. Alright, next one. Again, it's another one of these True Video collections. Is Tomcat Alley. This game is, in fact, it's interesting. It's kind of like Top Gun in a sense, but not quite Top Gun. I mean, it's obviously emulated around the same situations, but that's about it. I mean, it's what you would expect from the Sega CD. It's just a lot of True Video. Alright, this next one here is actually more of a simulation game. And this one is, of course, called AH3, there we go. Thunder Strike. Yeah, my retarded head could not capture on that. But, alright, this is basically a simulator. It's quite interesting for the graphics for its time as well. I mean, it's a pretty good game. I tried it out. I mean, I'm not into fight simulators, so it's not going to appeal too much to me, but I thought it was an alright game. It's some problems with the controls, but it's, you know, you can get around with it. This game right here makes me cry. And I was playing this and I was like thinking, what did I ever do wrong? What did I ever do wrong? And this, of course, was one of the Sega Club games. It was definitely an eye catcher. Kids on Sight. It teaches kids how to, you know, build construction sites and everything. And oh, okay, I'm done. Alright, gotta calm down. They're just funny. Alright, next one is Soul Feast, which is a very cool game out of the Sega CD, actually. It's a little bit more polished, has some anime-ish cutscenes, which is really attractive. Next one I got here is a compilation which has Golden Axe, Columns, Future Age, and what else? Revenge of Shinobi, which I have that already on the original Genesis here. So I mean, most of these games I have except Columns, so it's like I don't. This compilation this side would not mean anything to me. I mean, Sherlock Holmes is just you gotta like sit there and actually know what the hell you're doing to actually get this game going. I mean, you just sit there like this. You know, there's how much action is going on the screen. You just gotta like boggle your mind and prepare for it. Next two games I got here, including my Sega Genesis collection, is Formula 1 Beyond the Limit. This is another one of those racing style games, which is, quite frankly, it's not a bad game at all. It's actually quite good. The most realistic ride of your life, which isn't truly realistic, but it's alright. Okay, so, and also the last one, which I thought, again, was quite interesting. It wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be just like the whole entire, beat 'em up, which is Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. But that's concluding my Sega CD collection. I'd like to thank Sean again for providing these games for me. So we're going to get on to my Sega CD. Sorry, not my Sega CD, my TurboGrafx CD collection. Oh boy, my neutrons. But, alright, coining this aside. First things first, I'm going to show you some of my cased games, which are Cinetron. If you guys know what these games are, just, leave them in the comments down below. This is actually kind of rare, and very rare. I actually have two versions of this, the Super System card and the TurboGrafx CD card, which are required to play the Super System. Got that. This is actually in pretty darn good condition. Got this for like 12 bucks. This is Bonk's Revenge. Even comes in little sleeve, which has some writing on it. Those evil bastards. Some guy named Mitch. He's on the prowl, apparently. But the booklet and the case, the game is all in mint condition. Exception to the sleeve. When I got this, I was all super ecstatic. And this, of course, is Alien Crush. I have another copy of this, I believe, as well as Bloody Wolf. And this is World Class Baseball. No, I'm not really into baseball games. Alright, next one I got here is Bloody Wolf, which it comes with the sleeve. It's pretty much practically a really good condition. Like little scuffs here and there, but my non-boxed games, or my non-cased games are in here. Need to do that really badly. Alright. Dungeon Explorer. Keith Courage. Moto Rotor. Blazing Lasers. Box Adventure. Jackie Chan's Kung Fu Hustle. Is it? No. Action Kung Fu, my bad. Kung Fu Hustle, I don't know where the hell that came from. World Class Baseball, my extra copy. World Court Tennis. Dennis Cup Tennis. Falcon. Power Golf. Ninja Spirit. Drop Off. Tricky Kick. Which, by the way, a chunk of these were donated to me by my friend JT. My extra copy of Bloody Wolf. And Sonic Spike. So that basically concludes my collection video. I just want to show off my TurboGrafx and my Sega CD collection. So that way I get these two out of the way and give you the two for the price of one, I suppose. And that would also add some space to this video. So if you guys got any questions whatsoever for any of these game consoles, or these video games in general, just let me know and I'll try to provide them best in the comments down below. So with that said, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be showing some more of my collection very, very soon. So take care everybody, and thank you guys for watching.